Whether the rate of divorce is getting higher, one thing remains sure, and that is the fact that people will continue falling in love, and there will be weddings every Saturday. You know what that means? A lot of party jollof. So, the vital question remains: what do you guys discuss during courtship? So, in this video, I'll be sharing with you 4 things I believe people should be discussing while they are courting. Okay, stay tuned and watch out. Well, for me, I have 4 things that I hold dear to heart that I encourage people to discuss before getting married. And the first of it all is your value system. Come on, guys. Your value system is what makes who you are. It is your identity. It is what you stand for, and it is what you believe in. So I tell people, you need to discuss your value system. You need to be sure that the person you are getting married to, shares some or majority of this value system with you. That will help you to avoid a lot of issues. For example, when it comes to the aspect of spirituality, you want to be sure that this person you are getting married to, share the same ideologies or beliefs with you. Even when it comes to career, it decides the kind of job you tell yourself you can do. It decides your value system decides a lot of things about you. It affects your decision making. So if you're getting married to somebody that doesn't share the same value system with you, that means there will be a lot of problems when it is time to make crucial decisions, because there are tendencies that you and this person will not be on the same page. These are the things you need to be sure of, even when it comes to their family values, the way they behave in their family, the things they hold dear to themselves. These are the things you need to trash out. These are the things you need to discuss, because it is very important. Your value system determines the kind of decision you make. And the second thing I hold dear to my heart is children. For crying out loud, in Africa, there is one thing we do not joke with, and that is children. In fact, the moment you get married, like after 6 months or 3 months, honestly, there are some people that they call the womb watchers. They will start looking out for your womb to know whether the baby is already on the way. So one thing you need to discuss is, how soon would you want to have your children? There are people that want to stay, they want to give themselves 2 years gap, a year gap after getting married, so that they can enjoy themselves or get to know each other better before having children. You need to decide how long you would want to stay before having children. And you also need to decide the number of children you want to have. That is another problem. Then another thing you need to decide is the way you intend to discipline your children. There are some people that believe in using pankere or cane or utare to flog their children when they go wrong. And there are some people that do not believe in most of this strategy. These are the things you need to discuss with your husband or your intending spouse. How do we treat or discipline our children when they go wrong? You need to be on the same page. If you are not on the same page, your children will always want to have a favorite, and this is not something you would want to experience. Definitely, it is not like I'm not sure any parent will want to see their child having a favorite. You often get to hear them say, mommy is better when it comes to dad. Dad likes to flog people a lot. You need to be on the same page, because children who are raised in a home where both parents share the same value system tend to grow up holistically. It is not something you would want to miss out. Then the third thing for me I hold dear people should discuss is about money. My brothers, money is very important. In fact, the Bible made a mention of it, that money answereth all things. It is not one thing you would want to joke with. Even if you feel money is not everything, just wait till you start buying pampers. When you start taking care of children, when you start shouldering responsibilities, you would get to know how important money is. And one thing you need to discuss when it comes to the area of finance is, who shoulders more of the responsibility? Do you believe in 50-50? The man brings 50, the woman brings 50. Do you believe in maybe like your wife would have to stay at home while you carry out most of the responsibilities. These are the things you really need to discuss. You also want to discuss if your spouse has the mentality of my money na your money, or my own money na my money, your own money na your money. These are the things you need to discuss. Another thing you need to talk about is, do you plan on having a joint account? You need to ask that question. You need to be sure if two of you would want to have a joint account and how your savings will be like. Then the last thing I advise people to talk about is sex. Yes, I know everybody is a virgin when it comes to this topic. Like, we tend to shy away from it in Africa, but I'm sorry, it's something we need to discuss about before getting married. You need to talk about these fantasies. You need to tell your spouse what are the the no-go areas for you when it comes to sex. There are people that prefer anal, oral sex, BDSM, role play. You need to be sure of the fantasies your spouse is thinking of, so that when you get married, it doesn't become a story of what I ordered versus what I got. I hope you get this, guys. So these are the things you really need to sit down and discuss with your spouse. I also encourage people to be as honest as possible during courtship, so that you can have a marriage that is free from bias or hurt. And one thing again that you should observe is that you don't discuss this thing with everybody that tells you I want to marry you. You don't just come out opening up your whole secret and co. But these are the things you need to be discussing from time to time. And I'm not trying to say that it is bad to have emotional gestures during courtship, like doing mushi mushi and saying all the I love you and co. It's not bad, but there are things that are more important when it comes to courtship. You need to start planning for your future so as to avoid the stories that touch the heart. So guys, I would like to hear what you advise people to discuss during courtship. Do so in the comment section. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please biko kindly subscribe to this channel, because we are going to be giving you very informative content. And do not forget to share these videos with your friends. See you in my next vlog, and do have a beautiful day.